As a Barcelona fan, this is the news you don't want to hear. It's not the news you want to hear, to be honest with you. Most especially when it comes to one of the most important players, if not our most important player of the season, of this Barcelona squad, Pedri. We all know what Pedri does in the pitch. We all know the influence of Pedri in the pitch. Pedri, any team is a starter. Pedri is just magical. He's just exceptional, this player, extraordinary player. But official statement from Barcelona came out and said Pedri will be out for 4 to 5 weeks, which is up to a month. And during this month, we are playing 7 games. And none of these 7 games are actually against one very big team. It's just these teams, very stubborn teams in the La Liga that we have to beat. And it's very painful because we need Pedri every game. Every game we need Pedri. This is one thing Barcelona need to work on, because in that position, there is no other Pedri. He's the only one. He's the only one. Actually, he's the only one. There is nobody in the world that plays like him. Not even close. That is why it's so painful seeing the reaction of Hansi Flick, knowing fully well that Pedri is going to be out. And this is the same issue we've been talking about. Fear of every Barcelona fan. We don't want to see Pedri get injured. Last season, he wasn't injured at all. But this season, he has already injured. He still got injured for the 3rd time, I think, 2nd to 3rd time. And we don't want this. It's better he gets injured now than the later part of the season, because there are some points where the game gets tougher. It gets really tough. And we don't want to rush him. But the news coming out of Barcelona now is he is going to be out for 1 month, and that's very devastating for every Barcelona fan. We don't want him, most especially him, to get injured, because we know the influence of Pedri in the pitch. We know what Pedri does in the pitch. Like literally nobody does what he do in the pitch. Like watch all the other league, top 5 leagues. Everybody will mention Pedri in their team. Everybody. Having Pedri in your team is like having 3 points over your opponent, because it gives you a different dynamic. He plays like Xavi and Iniesta. The touch, the pass, the risk he takes. And I'm very sure what happened to him yesterday was just due to the cold, due to the weather in Serbia. Facing Slavia Prague was in that -6 degrees was one of the most difficult game he has faced, and it affected him. And it's a shame that he's going to be out for 1 month. And we still have players that could cover that role based on the team we are supposed to face. We are not facing any big team. The only most important, every game is important, we understand, but the only game we think we really need him during this period is the game against Copenhagen. And that moment is where we need Pedri. But unfortunately, there will be no Pedri. Also, there will be no De Jong because he's suspended. Just to tell you how difficult it is not to have Pedri in the team. But I still believe Barcelona can pull this through. We have Dani Olmo, we have Fermin Lopez, we have Marc Casado, we have Marc Benal. These are very, very high-level midfielders. De Jong could cover up for Pedri as well. Eric Garcia can fit in the midfield. So we have options. But it's different when you have Pedri in the pitch. Pedri, for me, after Lamine Yamal, is the most important player for Barcelona. I think 2 of them. People are mentioning Rafinha and all that. Yes, Rafinha work rate is tough. Rafinha marks. Rafinha is very important as well. But when you talk about the most important of the important, I think many people will mention Pedri. When you see the Pedri, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha in the team, you have 80% chance of winning the game, because they are top 3 most creative players in the game at the moment. So it's a shame, and it's very painful as a Barcelona fan to spend almost 1 month and not seeing the magic of Pedri. Like, people pay to watch this guy play. When you pay to watch Pedri, you enjoy it. It's like paying to watch Lamine Yamal play or paying to watch Rafinha play. But Pedri has something special in him, very special talent, very, very special talent. And remember, he just came out for an injury, and it takes time to recover and get that rhythm. But going back to this injury is just a huge setback. I hope he takes his time, recover, come back stronger, and make sure he is that Pedri that we all love. And he's still going to do that. I don't have doubt in him, but it's just going to be a huge miss. And I hope no other players get injured, because as we speak, Ferran Torres is also out of the same injury, hamstring. I hope coming to these weeks, most important weeks of the season, we don't want any Barcelona player to have injury. Honestly, I don't want to see any more injuries, man. I hope the players take careful and the players play according to what they need to do, because Real Madrid now is 1 point behind us, and we need all this game. We need our players all in full fitness. Andres Christensen also is out injured. I think we still have options. We have options since the Pedri injury, and he's the only player that is irreplaceable for Barcelona, honestly. And I wish Hansi Flick find a solution, because the names I've called could definitely do a good job in the midfield. Only that the problem is, when you keep playing them in too much game, Olmo is very prone to injury. We don't want to see Olmo get injured. In this most important time of the season, we don't want to see Olmo get injured. And he's the only player with the most injuries. And definitely he has to cover up for Pedri now. With the young back, I think Hansi Flick could still figure out what to do. Maybe putting Araujo, Kubasi, or Araujo and Kunde with Cancelo at the right, and make sure that he fix Eric Garcia in the center midfield, and put Frankie de Jong to do what Pedri is doing, and also Femi Lopez or Dani Olmo or whatever. But this is the period we really need everyone. Everyone has to step up, because losing Pedri is like losing the real engine of this team. Having Pedri in the pitch gives us a lot of edge against the opponent, and you could notice that. That's why it's so important to have Pedri, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal in the same field. Imagine having all of them in one pitch one day. It's incredible. It's incredible, and this is the period where we don't want to lose any player. But the only good thing is there is no big game that there's a possibility that we might lose. All the teams that we're going to face from now are very, very beatable teams. So we have to take advantage of this and make sure that we never play like we lose Pedri. We have to use the advantage. We have good quality players in Barcelona that can step up in the right occasion. Guys, let me know what you think about Pedri injury, and let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, most especially subscribe. We are on our way to 1,000, guys. 1,000. We still have 458 plus subscribers to get to that 1,000. It's a small margin, but it's a big achievement for the channel. Without you guys, it's impossible. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Peace.